The story of Betty and Barney Hill is fascinating since it is considered to be the world's first documented UFO alien abduction story. An American couple who claimed they were abducted by extraterrestrials in a rural portion of New Hampshire from September 19th through September 20th, 1961. The incident came to be called the Hill Abduction, and their story was adapted into a best-selling 1966 book, The Interrupted Journey, and NBC's 1975 television film, The UFO Incident. But what's the story behind the story? What's the story nobody has ever heard?
Dude, there's on, bro. There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west.
Greetings, everyone. Mike here with Sci-Fi and more, and welcome back to the channel. And welcome to our Sci-Fi Sunday Stories, where we take a documented otherworldly event and put a science fiction twist to it. Now, for this particular story, there are a total of 3 events that span a period of about 15 years that we put together to make this story, with the focus being on the 1961 events surrounding Betty and Barney Hill. Let's see if you can spot the other 2. And I would like to give a special thanks to @MCOBBQ5720 for this awesome story suggestion.
What kind of UFO are you talking about? A flying saucer? A cigar-shaped ship? A big floating triangle?
Let's begin. The crisp autumn air brushed gently against Betty and Barney Hill as they drove their car along the desolate country road in New Hampshire. Stars scattered across the night sky, guiding their path home. Betty looked at Barney, a flicker of concern visible in her eyes. There had been more about this drive than simple passage through the night. A gnawing feeling of being watched had lingered since their vacation. Hours later, their car radio crackled, the signal from a local station replaced by strange, seemingly rhythmic patterns. They exchanged a glance. Something was amiss. Suddenly, a bright light illuminated the road ahead, blinding in its intensity. The car skidded to a stop. There was an overwhelming sense of pressure, and then emptiness. When Betty and Barney regained their senses, they found themselves in a room that hummed with energy. No longer were they husband and wife, lost travelers of late-night roads. A surge of revelation washed over them. They were beings from a distant star, agents of a benevolent extraterrestrial council tasked with a crucial mission on Earth. Standing in the presence of their alien kin, memories long dormant surfaced. They remembered their objective: to gather information on Earth's nuclear capabilities. The knowledge they had accumulated since assuming human identities was encapsulated within their altered DNA, quietly coded through countless interactions and observations. The Alien Alliance was troubled by the escalation of nuclear development on Earth. Their directive was not to intrude, but to guide. Through agents like Betty and Barney Hill, they sought insight to meddle delicately with fate for the preservation of humanity. During their briefing post-recall, the importance of their mission became evident. The aliens, short in stature and majestic, resembling the cryptic grays of human folklore, accessed the genetic data stored within Betty and Barney's human forms. Sequences unraveled, revealing technological secrets, manufacturing processes, and strategic data, terrifying in its destructive potential. The aliens, after processing the data, focused their benevolent attention on critical points across the globe, identifying sites where an intention heuristic moment could intervene consequentially.
The humans are not heeding our messages. Our words seem to be lost to them.
Perhaps the time for words has passed. Our emissary, Valiant Thor, has spoken with their world's leadership multiple times regarding the greater cosmos and the worlds that make up the Alliance, but to no avail.
They do not understand the greater consequences to their actions. We cannot offer the humans a place in the Alliance until they are made to understand. They are too dangerous.
It is time the humans had a demonstration of our abilities. Perhaps then they will see that their lack of judgment and their continuous pursuit to destroy each other and potentially threaten the worlds of the Alliance will not be tolerated.
What do you propose?
I propose a non-lethal demonstration targeting one of their military operations that houses their nuclear weapons and rendering those weapons useless.
We have to ensure that humans know it was us and not a human malfunction.
We will reveal ourselves in the sky above. There will be no doubt that it was us that deactivated their weapons of mass destruction.
Malmstrom Air Force Base became pivotal. With foresight, the aliens set about crafting a sequence of events, subtly interfering with systems of man, deactivating nuclear silos from within, stirring minds towards peace rather than hostility, as 10 of the nuclear missiles went offline after the red and orange lights of the alien craft appeared in the sky and could be seen floating above Malmstrom. As accomplished as their mission was, there was one final task: to safeguard the friendships and roles Betty and Barney had shaped on Earth. Through harmony, the meticulous traces of their alien identity would slip away, leaving only a fragmented experience etched into subconscious minds. The morning sun rose gently over the horizon as Betty and Barney found themselves once again in their vehicle, parked along the roadside. A whimsical haze like sweet fog lay across their memories. They remembered captivating eyes, a pressing mission, and purpose swirling in clouds of half-realized dreams. In recounting their experience some months later, words of gray aliens and luminescent spacecraft wove through their consciousness, but faded quickly into the backdrop of dreams, mystifying and elusive. Far above, in the timeless silence of the cosmos, their extraterrestrial brethren watched over them, protectors of peace. On Earth, missiles at Malmstrom sat dormant, evidence of unforeseen forces guiding humans away from the precipice. Betty grasped Barney's hand as they resumed their journey towards home, the road undulating ahead towards the promise of ordinary life, filled with a new, inexplicable bond, an alien intervention, and the whisper of peace crafted slowly under that starry night.
Aliens are just awesome, and they make better popcorn.
And there you have it, Cosmic Core. We hope you have enjoyed our Sci-Fi Sunday story. And if you did, please be sure to like and share the video, and don't forget to subscribe so we can continue our sci-fi journey together as a team. And if you have a suggestion for a story you would like to see, let us know in the comments below, and we will do our best to put one together for you. Thank you all so very much. You are all the greatest sci-fi team on YouTube, and have a great galactic day.